Hello guys and gals, welcome to Today We Ride. I've been riding my CRF450X a lot on the street, doing a lot of dual sport riding, and I found myself in Lake Havasu in the dark with no brake light. So I just converted my taillight only to a taillight slash brake light using a rear brake hydraulic switch, and I got the switch and the light from Source Off-Road, and everything went together really awesome. And I got dirt all over me. Anyways, when I got the kit, it didn't come with any directions, and it had plugs on it, had connectors on the switch side and the light side, and that I'm assuming is for a harness, if you were to buy a harness and completely do the full dual sport setup. But I didn't want to do that. I just wanted a brake light, so I cut those connectors off, and I watched a bunch of YouTube videos, and nobody had any information for this conversion. Everything had to do with doing the full harness. So I asked ChatGPT, believe it or not, and ChatGPT walked me through it. I mean, perfect. Each step, every step worked out exactly like they said, and it works great. The light, I'll have to turn this camera around, but I got the light installed, everything, and I've checked it out. Everything's all buttoned up, cleaned up, other than putting the seat and the side panels back on. But I wanted to show you how it works, so let me turn this around. So there's my light. I made my own bracket out of sheet metal, and I drilled a hole in it to run the wire through it with the little rubber grommet so that it doesn't get cut. Everything's wired and fastened up nice and neat. And it's all nicely wired in here and tucked away. Once I put the cover on, everything will be very stable. I've zip tied everything into place. So what I did is, on this side, I installed the switch. It's a hydraulic pressure switch, and then I ran it down into my brake line retainer, and then up through. There's a little, when you take off all the emission stuff, you have these little connecting areas that you can use, which I used a zip tie and tied it up to my drain hose also. But turn it on. So I powered the switch directly to the battery, positive. And then over here, the light itself has 3 wires. It has a red, a black, and a yellow. So the yellow, I'm going to tell you this because I had to do it twice because I got confused, and I'll save you some time here. The yellow wire from the light is going to the black wire from your bike. The green and it's like a green with the black stripe, or black with the green stripe, something like that. It has green in it. From the bike, you go to the black wire of the light, and then the red wire goes to one of the red wires from the switch. It doesn't matter which one, they both work. So one red wire goes to the red wire of the light and one red wire goes to your battery. That's all it is. And worked out really nice. I'm very, very pleased with it. Pay no attention to my dirty air filter. I got to do that next. Also, here's my my cargo carrier that I had built by my son-in-law. And I designed it by taking a piece of cardboard and cutting it out, and I had to make some modifications from my original design. I used a grinder and cut all this out because I couldn't get the seat down far enough to bolt it the way I originally did it. But so far, you know, it's still in the testing, making sure that it's going to hold up, but so far it's doing really well. I did add this one brace from the subframe underneath it, a few inches up from where I bolted it through the subframe, just to give it a little bit of extra stiffness. I think the optimum would be to extend the subframe a little bit underneath the fender and give that fender a little bit more support, but so far so good without that. And if you haven't seen this yet, look at that beaut. This is a one of a kind all titanium front cargo holder. I gave my son-in-law a pattern of this, and then he modified it, and then he did me a special treat and made it out of titanium. But we're going to be making these out of aluminum and selling them, and we're also going to be making this 450. This is specifically for the 450X, and once I run it, you know, some more miles and really put a pounding on it, I just want to make sure it's not going to crack or anything. And we'll be making these, and these are made out of 3/8, or not 3/8, but 1/8 inch stainless steel. It'll be a lot prettier than that. This is just a prototype, me adding and taking things off as I go. All right, if you want a brake light on your 450X, that's how you do it. And I got the equipment or the parts from Source Off-Road. Oh, I put their sticker on my bike. Whenever I'm happy with somebody, I actually I run their logos on my bike. So there it is, Source Off-Road. Thanks for your help. And I'm about to go riding. Later.